In 1983, a Maytag repairman named Frank became the loneliest man in America. That was the advertising campaign. The repairman with nothing to do because the machines never broke. It ran for 32 years because it was true, and because every person who saw it immediately thought of the washer in their own basement. That had been running since before they were born. That machine is gone now. The company that built it is gone. The factory in Newton, Iowa that produced it for over a century is a parking lot. And this week, somewhere in America, a family is standing in front of a 4-year-old washing machine, getting a repair quote that is higher than the cost of a replacement. Today we are building the only appliance list that matters. 5 specific brands that refuse to follow Maytag into the grave. Not the brands with the biggest advertising budgets. Not the brands that rank highest on affiliate-funded review sites. The brands that are still building machines the way Frank the repairman's customers expected. But before we get to that list, you need to understand why almost every brand that used to deserve a place on it disappeared. Because if you don't understand how the system works, you will walk straight back into it the moment you leave this video. Stay until the end, because brand 5 is the one no one is talking about, and it may be the most important appliance purchase of your life. To understand why this list is so short, you have to understand what happened to the brands that used to be on it. Between 1990 and 2010, private equity firms and overseas conglomerates executed a systematic acquisition campaign across the American appliance industry. They were not buying factories. They were buying trust. Maytag had spent 70 years building a reputation for indestructible washing machines. Whirlpool bought them in 2006 for $1.7 billion. The Maytag assembly lines in Newton, Iowa, opened since 1893, were shut down within 2 years of the acquisition. Production moved to existing Whirlpool facilities. The Maytag badge stayed. The Maytag engineering left. Kenmore was never a manufacturer. It was always a Sears private label applied to machines built by whoever offered the lowest contract bid that year. A Kenmore washer from 2010 might be a Whirlpool. A Kenmore from 2015 might be an LG. The name means nothing. It is a sticker on someone else's machine. GE Appliances, the brand in American kitchens since 1907, was sold to the Haier Group, a Chinese state-linked conglomerate, in 2016 for $5.4 billion. The private equity playbook is always the same. Buy the brand. Consolidate manufacturing onto the cheapest available platform. Keep the logo. Raise the price. Extract the margin. The heritage brand becomes a costume worn by a generic machine. This is the market you are shopping in, and it is why the real list is so short. The most expensive mistake you can make when buying appliances is paying for a name. Here is exactly how badge engineering steals from you. KitchenAid stand mixers sell for $500 to $700. That brand has genuine heritage. Those machines were built in Greenville, Ohio for decades and earned their reputation on steel gears and a cast aluminum housing that could survive a lifetime of daily use. The current KitchenAid tilt-head mixer uses a nylon gear set in the transmission, not steel, nylon. When that gear strips, and it does, the machine requires a complete transmission rebuild. In 2021, a class action lawsuit was filed in the Northern District of California alleging that KitchenAid knowingly used defective nylon worm gears in its residential mixer line while continuing to market the product on its legacy reputation for durability. The plaintiffs argued the company had substituted cheaper components while maintaining prices built on decades of trust. KitchenAid is owned by Whirlpool. The $600 price tag reflects the brand value Whirlpool acquired when it bought the company. It does not reflect the cost of what is actually inside the machine. You are not paying for better engineering. You are paying for the memory of it. Here is how appliance companies use warranty language to make you feel protected while engineering the trap. A major brand offers a 10-year warranty on the motor. That sounds like confidence. But read the terms. The warranty covers the motor component only, not the labor to access it, which on a front-load washer with a welded outer tub runs $300 to $400 by itself. Not the seal drum bearing that fails alongside the motor because it is pressed into the same plastic tub assembly. Not the diagnostic fee charged before the technician touches a single tool. And it does not account for what happens when the company that issued that warranty gets acquired, restructures, or stops manufacturing parts for your model entirely. In 2018, a homeowner in Columbus, Ohio filed a complaint with the Better Business Bureau after her 3-year-old LG French door refrigerator failed. LG had discontinued the replacement control board for her specific model. The part no longer existed anywhere in their supply chain. The refrigerator was unrepairable. LG's written response cited the warranty as covering defects in materials and workmanship only, not parts availability after production ended. Now picture that moment. It is a Tuesday evening. The kids are home. You open the refrigerator and the interior light comes on, but the air inside feels wrong. Room temperature, not cold. You touch the back wall. Warm. You check the freezer. The ice cream is soft. You call the repair company and they come out Thursday, charge you $95 to tell you the control board is discontinued, and hand you a quote for a new unit on their way out the door. The groceries you bought on Sunday are already in the trash. The machine is 3 years old. And the 10-year warranty you kept the paperwork for is sitting in a kitchen drawer doing absolutely nothing. A warranty is only as durable as the company that issued it. In an industry where brands are acquired and restructured every few years, the company that sold you that appliance may not exist in the same form by the time you need to make a claim. They are not protecting your investment. They are managing their liability. The final layer of this system is the one that intercepts you before you ever reach a showroom. The major appliance review publications, the ones that publish the ranked best of list you find on the first page of every search result, operate on an affiliate revenue model. When you click their recommended product link and purchase, they collect a commission. The brands with the largest affiliate programs and the biggest advertising budgets receive disproportionate coverage and disproportionately favorable rankings. One of the most widely cited appliance review websites ranked a Samsung French door refrigerator as their top overall pick in 2022. That specific model used LG-derived linear compressor technology. It was named an active class action litigation at the time of publication. Its failure rate in the 3rd and 4th year of ownership was documented in court filings. None of that appeared in the review. The affiliate payout on a $2,400 refrigerator sale was approximately $192. Now imagine you are that homeowner. You did everything right. You spent 3 hours researching. You found the #1 ranked refrigerator from a publication with a professional-looking website and hundreds of verified reviews. You paid $2,400. And 4 years later, you are standing in your kitchen with a thawing freezer, a $1,400 repair quote, and the slow realization that the publication that told you to buy this machine got paid to tell you that. The research process you use to protect yourself from the appliance monopoly is itself controlled by the appliance monopoly, which is exactly why we are giving you the list ourselves. No affiliate links, no brand partnerships, no commission on anything you buy, just the 5 brands that have actually earned a place on it. Brand 1, Speed Queen. They build commercial laundromat machines. The residential unit you buy is the same machine minus the coin slot. Steel transmission, mechanical timer, no sealed bearings pressed into a plastic tub. When something wears out, you replace the part for $20 and keep running. The TC5 top loader is the specific model. Walk into a big box store, ignore everything else in the laundry aisle, and buy this machine. It will outlast the building you put it in. Brand 2, True Manufacturing. Springfield, Missouri. Commercial refrigeration built for kitchens that cannot afford a failure during dinner service. Conventional rotary compressors. Steel cabinets. Service ports that any certified technician can access with standard tools. And a parts book that is publicly available to any repair shop in the country. True refrigerators routinely run 25 years in restaurant environments. They sell residential units. One phone call to a commercial kitchen supplier gets you a machine that will never appear on a repair technician's common failures list. Brand 3, Bradford White. Water heaters only. Sold exclusively through licensed plumbers. You cannot buy one at a home improvement store, and that restriction is entirely deliberate. It protects the installation quality and keeps the failure rate honest. Accessible anode rod. Rebuildable valve assembly. No proprietary diagnostic codes that lock a functioning unit into shutdown mode. Bradford White does one thing and has done it correctly for over a century. If your water heater is due for replacement, call a plumber and ask for it by name. Moving to Brand 4, Vitamix. The commercial series was designed for restaurant blending, 8-hour continuous operation, a motor built to professional specification, a blade assembly that a technician can rebuild rather than replace. They still manufacture parts for machines made in the 1990s. That single fact tells you everything you need to know about how this company thinks about the products it sells. In a blender category engineered to fail in 18 months, a Vitamix is a decision you make once and never revisit. And finally, Brand 5, Blue Star. This is the one no one talks about, and the one that matters most if you cook seriously. Professional ranges built for residential kitchens using the same open burner architecture and cast iron grates found in commercial kitchens. Mechanical gas valves. No electronic ignition board sitting 2 inches from a 500-degree burner waiting to crack a solder joint. When something breaks on a Blue Star, a technician fixes it with a wrench and a parts list that has not changed in 15 years. No firmware, no proprietary motherboard, no planned obsolescence hiding behind a touchscreen. Just a machine that does exactly what a stove is supposed to do and keeps doing it for the rest of your life. Every brand on this list costs more upfront, every one of them. But run the math honestly across 15 years. Account for the 2 or 3 replacement cycles you will go through with a mainstream brand, and the calculus inverts completely. The corporations want you to be a consumer. They want you replacing, upgrading, and spending on the same cycle every 5 years for the rest of your life. Every time you buy a Speed Queen instead of a Samsung, every time you call a plumber and ask for a Bradford White, every time you choose the machine with the mechanical dial over the machine with the touchscreen, you are breaking that cycle. Stop replacing. Start owning. Build a life that lasts longer than the warranty.